Hi, we're Ramesh and Namita, and we took our 3-year-old to one of the loudest and busiest events in the world, the Formula One Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. In this video, we'll share our experience and some tips for the most family-friendly racetrack in the F1 calendar. Getting to the circuit is one of the biggest logistical challenges. Suzuka is a small industrial town with limited options for hotels, and those get booked out to the F1 teams and personnel. So we stayed at the closest large city, called Nagoya. This was part of our longer Japan trip, so we had already spent a couple of days in Tokyo. We took the bullet train over from Tokyo on Friday afternoon. For those new to F1, the race weekend usually includes some practice sessions on Friday, and we did have tickets that gave us entry for all days. But we chose not to rush and instead picked up our rental car and explored Nagoya on Friday. There are several trains that connect Suzuka to the nearest major cities, including Nagoya, Osaka, and Kyoto. And there are also shuttles on the official Suzuka Circuit website. But the easiest way for a family to get here is by car. It was absolutely the right choice to avoid the long waits and packed crowds, and offered much more flexibility. We woke up early Saturday morning for our drive to Suzuka since we hadn't managed to book a parking spot. We lost some time on the drive as Google Maps was set to avoid tolls and took us through some back roads until we realized it. Most highways in Japan have tolls. Anyway, once we got there, it was surprisingly easy to find a first-come, first-served parking lot. A lot of the nearby businesses and farms open up temporary parking lots for the weekend. We grabbed one at this location, a 15-minute walk from the circuit's main entrance.
That was big.
That's true.
That's true. You've never been on a Ferris wheel. Should we go here today?
We should.
Okay. Let's do it. Especially because it's pink.
Because I love pink.
True.
Pink is mine.
As you can see, Arohi was already showing interest in the circuit, and we could see the kids park on the way to the main entrance. By the way, the circuit is very stroller friendly, but we only brought our carrier for our trip. Once inside, the atmosphere is very relaxed and family friendly. People lined up politely to take pictures at popular spots, and despite the sheer number of people, the flow of foot traffic was very smooth. You're waiting for the Canadian? The pink cars? Okay. Let's root for the pink cars. That was us making our way over to the main stage area to watch the drivers chat on stage. But first, we stopped to get some free radios and earphones from Amex. You'll need to swipe your card, by the way. We watched the drivers chat for a bit, but we were pretty far from the stage, so if you'd like to get a better view, arrive early. This was okay for us, though, because we didn't want to stay too long, and Arohi was really ready to get out of her carrier.
本当にワールドチャンピオンですよね。来てくれました。もう一回大きな拍手。2025 World Champion.
So we got in line to take a ride on the iconic Suzuka Circuit Ferris wheel. We had to wait a bit, of course, but our chatty 3-year-old happily made a friend in line. The Ferris wheel cabins have pictures of the teams, and we got to ride in George Russell. Off we go!
Cool!
Whoa! Yeah?
I've never been on a French wheel.
I don't know if I have either.
Oh, that's
Yeah?
the friend I made.
That's the friend you made. They're gonna be right there beside us. The 12-minute ride gave us a great view of Suzuka. We could see the whole track from up there, including our grandstand. We could also see the Porsche Cup cars doing their qualifying race.
Adohi, look at the race cars!
Which one's next? Silver! Now that the driver's chat was over, the crowds were slowly making their way over to their seats for the practice session. From up there, it was amazing to see just how many people were attending. We needed to make our way over to our seats as well, but first we grabbed some lunch. The stalls in the main square had some different options for food and drinks that were pretty decent and seemed reasonably priced. It didn't seem like there was a huge markup. We grabbed our food and made our way to our seats to watch FP3. With the race cars, announcements, and helicopters overhead, it gets very loud, so noise-canceling headphones are absolutely essential. After watching the practice session, our daughter had fun drawing on the coloring wall, only available in the family grandstand. Then, we headed out to explore the fan areas and merch stores, giving our 3-year-old a good chance to nap in the toddler carrier. There's a lot of different things to buy like clothing, food, toys, and model cars, but unfortunately all the good Suzuka exclusive clothing got sold out on the Friday. We skipped the amusement park at this time, but keep watching to see the fun we had there on Sunday. Once our little one was awake, we headed to a little bee-themed pancake restaurant called Bun Bun Bee and grabbed some ice cream as a treat. Then it was time to run back to our seats for qualifying. We made sure to bring activities for our toddler, like this unicorn sticker book. We celebrated Kimmy's pole position in our grandstand while we waited for the best part of the day to start. The pit lane walk for children. This is an exclusive for those with tickets in the family grandstand. We got to actually walk across the track and see all the garages. There were lots of exciting things happening, like cars being worked on, stickers being handed out, and teams showing us cool parts. The crowds were very respectful and there were safety officers moving people along. This was a great experience as we didn't have to line up or wait too long. There is a pit lane walk for others as well after this, which seemed to have a very long line. We got to walk a bit of the actual track as well as we made our way out. To avoid being stuck in traffic, we stayed at the circuit to eat some dinner and slowly enjoyed the nighttime atmosphere before we finished up Saturday and drove back to our hotel in Nagoya. Every F1 household knows Sunday is race day. We started our day early once again, which was a great idea as we got to see the drivers making their way over as well. Is that Kimmy?
Kimmy!
Is that Carlos?
Carlos!
Woo! Let's watch that back one more time because yes, that is Lewis Hamilton recording us on his phone. Oh my god. Just past the main entrance, we made our way over to this information counter to put our bags away into the storage lockers there. We were determined to enjoy as much as we can of the amusement park today. There are so many rides here catering to a range of ages, from toddlers to big kids and adults. This snack was kind of like a little donut, but fish-shaped. They were just okay. When we had first walked into the circuit, we'd scanned a QR code that took us to a live map showing us the wait times for all the rides. As it was pretty early, there was barely any crowds at all, but it did seem to pick up a little later. We never found it to be too long a wait though. I think the longest was maybe 25 minutes. As you can see, there are a lot of toddler-friendly rides here, and we mostly just stuck to those. The bigger rides looked very cool as well, but did have longer wait times. In addition to the rides, there are also some great play areas throughout the park, including this one specifically for toddlers. By this point, it was noon, and instead of watching the driver parade on track, we made the decision to instead go for a sit-down lunch at the bee-themed pancake restaurant again. The food here is very good. And then it was time to go back to our family seats to wait for the race to start. The speakers, of course, only play the Japanese commentary, so we highly recommend bringing a radio and some noise-canceling headphones. Even with the giant screen, it's the only way to fully know what's happening. And it helps protect your ears as well. For the big race day, they gave out these fun paper flags that doubled as an activity for Arohi. Kids in the family seats also got a guide booklet in Japanese, but it did have fun stickers in it for the littles. So with that and the activities that we had brought, ours was happily occupied. Suzuka never disappoints, and this race absolutely delivered. After Ollie Behrman's huge crash, all the cars were slowly circulating behind the safety car while the crowd buzzed with anticipation. The atmosphere was unreal. Then, after the race, we got one of the coolest experiences of the whole weekend, walking onto the track for the podium ceremony thanks to our family stand tickets.
The rubber from the tires! Woo! Wow! Amazing! We're gonna have such a good view.
危ない。ちょっとやめなさい。
After we celebrated Kimmy's win, we collected some rubber from the sides of the tracks as some souvenirs. Once the race was done, rather than join the crowds and traffic, we took it slow and did some more rides in the amusement park. Seriously, there is so much to do here, it's basically like going to a park with a race in between.
Nice! Butter? Yeah?
We slowly closed out the day by heading back to our car, stopping along the way to grab some quick dinner from the closest 7-Eleven. Here are all our tips for visiting the Suzuka Grand Prix as a family. First, tickets. Tickets for the race weekend went on sale in October, and we made sure to be ready for the moment they became available on the official Suzuka Circuit website, even though that meant staying up late here in Canada. Suzuka tickets can sell out quickly, especially the family sections, and resale prices can get very expensive. There are third-party websites that sell tickets too, but they usually cost more and often don't include family seating or children's tickets. If you're traveling with kids, we honestly think the S seats or the family seats grandstand are absolutely worth it, and here is why. The family section comes with so many little things that make the weekend easier with kids. There's a dedicated grandstand just for families, stroller parking, shaded rest areas, and private washrooms that aren't open to the general public. They also have a kids' washroom, diaper changing stations, and even activities for children like this drawing wall and sticker booklet. Another huge bonus is the location. The family area has quick access from the main gate, easy access to food, and it's right near the amusement park area, which is perfect for when kids need a break from racing. But the best perks were definitely the exclusive experiences. We got access to the pit lane walk, where we could see the team garages and cars up close, plus the chance to walk on part of the track itself. And after the race, we were able to go onto the circuit for the podium ceremony and see the drivers celebrate up close. The tickets are definitely pricey, but for us, they were completely worth it. You also get access to all 4 days of the race weekend, plus unlimited access to the amusement park. We mentioned this earlier in the video, but honestly, driving to Suzuka is probably the best option for families. The trains and buses are extremely crowded on race weekend, and with young kids, it can get exhausting pretty quickly. If possible, try to reserve parking ahead of time through the Suzuka Circuit website or a parking app. But don't stress too much if you can't. There are also independent parking lots around the circuit that don't require reservations. And one very important tip if you're driving in Japan and using Google Maps, make sure you turn off the avoid tolls option. We learned that the hard way when we had to drive on some unnecessary back roads. Here are a few things we would absolutely recommend bringing with you. A stroller or carrier, refillable water bottles, snacks, sunscreen and hats if it's sunny, or rain jackets and rain gear if the weather turns. A few easy-to-pack activities for kids during downtime, and most importantly, ear protection for everyone. We'd also recommend bringing a small radio so you can listen to race commentary while watching the action on track. And finally, arrive early and stay late if you can. It's the best way to avoid the biggest crowds, and it also gives you more time to actually enjoy everything around the circuit. There's so much to explore beyond the race itself. Rides, activities, food, merch, and fan events. And it might even give you a chance to spot a driver somewhere around the circuit. So that was our full weekend at Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix as a family of 3 with a very energetic toddler. And honestly, it was everything all at once. Loud, chaotic, exciting, overwhelming at times, but also incredibly special. What surprised us the most was just how family-friendly the entire experience actually was. Yes, it's a Formula One race, one of the loudest, most intense sporting events in the world, but at the same time, it felt like a giant festival where kids were genuinely welcomed. Would we recommend it for families? Absolutely, but with preparation. If you plan your tickets well, choose the right seating, and come ready for long days, it becomes so much more than just a race weekend. If you enjoyed this video, we'd love for you to subscribe to Ramesh and Namita. We share real family travel experiences, the good, the chaotic, and everything in between. And if you're planning your own Japan trip or thinking about attending Formula One with kids, feel free to drop your questions in the comments. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.